on your time zone. We are once again live and direct, of course, here in CoreWeb TV in today's edition of the Political Rumbles to bring your way, of course, the latest happenings and the in-depth analysis of same, and of course, to entertain you with the Wenger news here. Yes, 54 years after Civil War, the of course effect of the Civil War is yet to be recovered, and the problem or the issues that led to the Civil War remains unaddressed, and that has plunged Nigeria into recessiveness across the length and breadth of this country. Nowhere have enjoyed peace ever since the Civil War ended 54 years ago. And Nigeria seems not to have learned lesson because poverty has not been conquered. Poverty is instead ravaging the country. Insecurity is the order of the day, and the government seems to have lost, of course, direction in terms of uh, arresting all these menace and trying to address these nagging issues that is begging for attention. We have Mr. Lucky here. Good morning, Mr. Lucky.
Good morning, my brother. How you doing?
Fine and good. How was the weekend?
Oh, fine. But we thank God we are alive. That's the important thing.
On a very sad note, we lost one of the analysts here who occasionally features in here. Lazarus is dead. Of course, he died in the early hours of yesterday. May his soul rest in peace. It's quite unfortunate. These are one of the happenings here. He fell down and sustained a very fatal bruises. He was bleeding until, unfortunately, he could not be found early enough or taken to the appropriate areas to take the necessary medical attention. Can we just have a minute silence in his honor? Insecurity, the people that are fighting the southeast yes. Well, but his soul, recipes, but that is quite unfortunate. These are one of the reasons why, of course, the restiveness and the agitation for the Biafran state remains very fresh and gaining momentum. That the issues that led to the civil war between Nigeria and Biafra has not been addressed, and there is no any clear objective or intention on the part of the government of Nigeria to also address such myriad of problems, bordering on insecurity, economic, and the rights of the citizens. It's not respected or even protected by the Constitution, but by the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Of course, you can see the pains and agonies are happening. Your take on this?
First of all, let me say condolence to the family of Lazarus, and unfortunately that one of our analysts has left us, where I think it's a sad news because of the sad economy of the country. Because they have been suffering, no money to buy medical, no good food. But I think we have to learn lesson for that, and I believe that after this, all the reviewer will meet and discuss what at least can be able to support our brother, the family of who lost their younger brother.
It's quite unfortunate. They have been bothering me because somebody requested for his account. And,
I think we have to coordinate. We have to coordinate it. We have to coordinate it. But if we don't coordinate it, it might enter wrong hand. So I think we are going to coordinate it very soon. We are going to make an announcement, join together so that we can have a get together, that is sit together and see what we can get so that we can get that to the family. Very, very important. Now, come to Nigeria's 56?
54 years after the Civil War, Nigeria is here to learn from the, of course, the experience of the Civil War.
Nigeria.
Has not been better history.
Which way Nigeria? Which way Nigeria? I love my fatherland. I want to know which way Nigeria. so that Nigeria will die. It's dead already. That's a song of Sani Okusu, who see the front and Nigeria leader. This is it. The problem we have, my brother. There is no way Nigeria can be better. When Nigeria spend 100 years, Nigeria, I don't think Nigeria will be better with the kind of leader we put in power. You know why? Nigeria people are too afraid to talk. When you are hungry, you can't say anything. What will you do? When you are hungry seriously, they give you shit, you eat. A hungry man, what do you expect him to do? Can you fight with under stomach? No. The weapon the politicians are using against the people is the hunger. Other country, Malaysia, check how many years are they? Go Malaysia, you see Nigeria ready to Malaysia. How many have you seen Indonesia? You can count Indonesia people, can count Mali people in Nigeria. You can count India, you can count other country. It's one of the biggest country. How many of them? But you see Nigeria all over the world looking for what to survive. Because we have bad leaders who doesn't plan. I watch one domain. I watch a program. China used 10 billion to build more than 100 bridges. A city, if you see 110, that is $10 billion. Where one man we collect 50 billion and put for your account in Nigeria here. I will send it to you. Bridge inside water, underground, everywhere, beautiful with street light, CCTV camera everywhere. It took almost about 1 hour watching it. Something of 1 hour. What do you expect? How many minutes would you use for just terminal bridge beggar to beggar?
To Jonathan, when
So
they discovered in a single account $9 billion.
Okay, so you see, so what I'm saying, corruption will not stop. It has eat deep to generation who have not yet unborn. So the day will not be better, except let's go back to a region like Middle Bay, Bendela that time, not this type of this thing. They should, let's go back to that area. Either Southeast, let them generate whatever they want to pay 10% to federal government. Let the South or Southwest. That's the only way that will make this country change, so that there will be competition. If not so, one president from Abuja to control Southeast or to control Edo State, one IG to know what is happening in my backyard cannot work. One minister to go everywhere to check, it can work. So that is our problem. See, we need to sit together. You know the constitution. Constitution is there. Who is operating it? Corrupt person. Look at the minister. Monetary minister, they get money to give the poor. I enlarged 500 something million. 580 something million to his account. Thank God, Ego Eye discover. Tell me how many ministers have done that? Have transferred people's money to their account. You say Nigeria will be better. So let Nigeria spend 100 years. You can't get good thing for them.
Now, if that is the case, that Nigeria is not working and can never work, then would you at this time fault those who are calling for the independent state of Biafra? Because they have discovered, according to a solution, Nigeria has never worked, and there is no any commitment or sincerity on the part of the leaders to bring Nigeria back to the path of progress. So here at this time, justify, of course, their fundamental right to secession.
You see, Prophet Biafra, let me tell the truth. Let's say the truth. I love the Igbo people. If you say who is Nigeria, Igbo are the real Nigerians. There is nowhere you go, you don't find Igbo people. I went to Idiroko farm. I go around there. I saw some Igbo who are doing farm business there, over there. Anywhere you don't find Igbo, don't go there. Just like Hausas. But Hausa have a brain. They make money there and send the money back to their home and build their mansion in their home and invest in their home and make small bacha where they reside, where they are making money. But the Igbo man will make his money and invest in that particular place. Now, who is Nigeria? They are the Nigerians. But the point is that if they are being denied for so many social things in that particular place, they have to think twice. Are we really Nigeria? Are we trying to please the other people? You are pleasing them, and they are doing things that you don't like, God don't like. Trying destroying you, destroying your property you build with earn money. Can't you think? Now, during Christmas time and New Year time, Lagos was tried. Nobody. The Igbos went home to go and celebrate Christmas time and New Year. Till now, some shop is still locked. And most of our brothers over here are looking for how to buy drugs, looking for how to buy some clothes, looking for how to buy some food. Now, who is Nigeria? So, what I'm saying, the Igbos should sit, agree together, and know what to do. If not so, some of them who have investment here,
The government policy will destroy the
you see, Like that, I told you one thing. During festival time, many Igbo people travel. They travel home. They travel home. Are you getting me? Everywhere, try in Lagos. There is no go slow because those people who are investing in Lagos, they have left. But now they are just coming back now. So Igbo people, they need to sit, agree, love, one love, so that they will achieve this Ebrapa. If not so, no way. I won't tell you like that is the secret. They need to come together. Don't say Abia, Abimo, I have a power. I'm more than you. I'm doing business, I have money. No. They should come together. That if they come together, they will win to get that Ebrapa. Thank you very much.
No. You are my boy. You are my boy.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
54 years after the Civil War, the bruises, the pains and agony caused by the Civil War has not been healed. And the commitment on the part of the Nigerian government, of course, to heal the wounds, of course, has been passed. So Nigerians are still complaining that what led to the Civil War are more pronounced today. Understanding at our faces, your take on this.
Well, after the Civil War, they said no winner, no loser. You understand? The humble take here is this. We are still treading on that path. We are treading on that path. We are treading on that path gradually. And when I say they are treading on that path gradually,
On which part? The part of restoration or the part of another civil war?
the path of another civil war. Because why I say so is that the elite and the politicians are ensuring that the common man on the street, the Igbo, the Southeast, they are trying to brainwash them to tell them that there's no way they can move forward. And I want to say this. The federal government should be able to caution what is going on. The federal government should be able to put things right so that what we experience in the Civil War, we will not experience it. And I want to say that the Igbo should come together as one. They should fight together as one. They should not fight as a divided state. They should not fight as a divided entity. When they fight as a united entity, they will win whatever they want to do. They are the economic machine of Nigeria. Please, I beg the Southeast people so that they can forge ahead and do greater things. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for submissions. You are welcome. Good morning.
Thank you very much, my brother.
The Civil War is here, still with us. The pains and the wounds are still, of course, not being healed.
Thank you.
4 years.
Thank you very much. My brother, as long as the war have happened, the children not yet born will still hear alarm. And the anger will still remain in them until the federal government of the Republic of Nigeria and Britain we know what to do. Because you cannot be killing person, tell him that you no go fit do anything. And if they kill him every day, you don't say they kill him.
As if I kindly hit the like button, thank you.
So every blessed day they kill them, and they say they no go fit do anything, and you are telling the world that nothing is going on. So to say we are staying together, we are brothers. It never done. It's the only thing I'm trying to tell federal government, that is Ahmed Tinubu should prepare for the second civil war. Make it go prepare very well. And if they prepare this one, make sure that the equipment there. Because I don't see any equipment in Nigerian government. And remember what Obasanjo told him, that if you allow this thing to repeat itself again, that Nigeria will not find a place to sit. Yes. I want to remind them, Ahmed Tinubu, what his brother said. Obasanjo, what he said. So therefore, make a prepare and find neighboring country can fit help him and buy equipment. Make sure that him buy the fighter jet because the fighter jet where they get don't finish. So may they know where they go borrow money. If they want to save the part of Nigeria to go and borrow the money, to go and buy the equipment, may start now. Because what you go see, you know go like him when you go start.
Unfortunately, that every region of this country is under subjection, intimidation, and exploitation by the political elites. The North are not even free.
Happy for this
They
man.
also need freedom. The West, you can hear the story about some communities that have fled because of activities of
Fulanis.
Fulanis. So what are you saying? Not just the Biafrans who suffered the brunt of the civil war. Of course, that led to over 5 million Biafran citizens that were lost. But yet, people are still dying in the north, in the west, in the middle belt, who also fought against Biafra. So why is it that they have not enjoyed peace? The Nigerian government have not been able to, of course, ensure the security and prosperity of our citizens.
Thank you very much, my brother. Remember that what Gowon said, what Gowon did in the time of the Civil War. Awolo will tell him to, how can you be fighting somebody and be given food? In the same time Buhari started, that is what Tinubu said, that I will start from where Buhari stopped. Meaning that as the hunger there from the time of Buhari regime, that he will use the hunger war, the hunger destruction to come to southeast, to destroy southeast. But I praise God I serve. God I serve is God that I am always be praised. I praise God every day basis. Because when you think say you dey do Igbo man, you dey do yourself. The Igbo man they buy and then they sell them. If I go buy, you cannot expect me to dash them for you. I go add my money now. I go add my enjoyment money what I do for the place where I go buy them. Because I suffer go and buy them. I go add everything to sell them for you. If you don't want to buy, you go. You go there for hunger. We don't beg anybody. We can never praise anybody. Now only God will go praise. Igbo man standing for God to be praised. Are you yelling me? So this one where they talk say, now them he say, now Baba go do and Baba say, his wife, he say, he go use the money. He say, he don't get money already. He say he go use money. The money he go use to do Nigeria. The last interview where they do Baba said Nigeria is corrupt already. He say, now eyes you go to look them. Why now eyes you won't look them? After the evil activities and the criminal activities, to robbing the winner of the presidency, and now he want to look them for eye. Anyway, I don't know what to say, but how I wish God go feel as God they answer prayer, make them begin to kill them one by one, and they giving them answer one by one. That is cancer. But they use all those money where they steal for that seat. They use and they treat themselves. At the end of the day, they go come out. They will still remain like us. That's my prayer, and God will do one for me. In Jesus' name. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Appreciate deeply for your time here. Wrestling fans, it's quite unfortunate that we lost one of the reviewers who occasionally features here. Mr. Lazarus Igwe is dead, and I think he's buried. We'll find out the development thereafter, and we pray, of course, that his soul will rest in peace. This is one of the spirits millions are having here in this part of the world. This SM fans, you're welcome to this wonderful political rumbles here this morning. Kindly hit the like buttons, of course, and subscribe if you haven't done so. We deeply appreciate the support in that regard. Thank you so much. This is quite unfortunate, but then life continues. 54 years after independence, over 63 years after independence, which of course culminated to what you call one of the deadliest civil war in the history of Nigeria. And after since then, Nigeria have never returned to the path of peace and progress. People have been killed on daily basis, and some say that we are not at war. We are not at war, and we are losing over 200 people once. People are being murdered. You see, one of the ladies that was adopted in Abuja, of course, Red, has been killed by her abductors. We are not at war, but lives have been lost on daily basis, either through kidnapping, either through militias, raiding communities, over 50 communities in Jos. And the Middle Belt, the Benue State has become more or less a killing field. After the Civil War, Nigerians have not enjoyed peace, have never had peace. And that is quite sad. This is not just within the front Biafran state, but across the nations, across the regions of this country, nowhere has enjoyed relative peace. Not at all. Across the 6 geopolitical zones, no region have enjoyed peace ever since the Civil War ended. But to some, it has not ended. It's just taking a different dimension and approach. Of course, for those who are still executing the war, oppressing the masses, and these are just the common masses who are defenseless, and unfortunately has no one to speak for them. It is quite sad and very unfortunate. What lesson has Nigerian government and the political class learned from the Civil War? No lesson at all. And the reintegration, reconciliation, and reconstruction of Gowon seems to be just a mere, of course, words without any commitment to ensure there is peace and equity, and the healings have been restored. This is what Nigeria has become, and some saying that we are even plunging more deeper, more abysmal than what led to the Civil War. That what you're experiencing now is a far cry to what led to, of course, the Civil War. The Civil War even never experienced such. Of course, the killings of the Easterners, of course, led to the declaration of the Biafran state, of which is a subject we have to discuss extensively and in subsequent edition. And ever since, Nigeria on the part of economy has not recovered. It is quite unfortunate, and this, what exactly is working in Nigeria? What sector, what aspect of Nigeria can we say, boldly say, that is working after 63 years of independence? We don't have peace, we don't have light, we don't have healthcare system, no social security for the masses. I mean, virtually everything is collapsing. There's no regard or respect for human life. And people are dying because they cannot take care of themselves, and there is no adequate, there's not even medical care for the masses or the vulnerable ones, let alone, of course, everybody to himself. And if you're dull, let the devil take you. It is quite sad. People are hungry. A country that have not been able and cannot feed her own population doesn't deserve to be independent. Of course, it is quite unfortunate and very sad indeed. What is becoming of this country? Where only corruption, endemic corruption, is what is, I mean, very rampant. Yeah, good morning to you. You're welcome. Thank you very much. We appreciate your comment. Yes, MC Grammar, good morning. Let's have your own take regarding this important discussion. 54 years after the Civil War, Nigerians are saying the issues that led to the Civil War has not been addressed.
Okay, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
What is your take regarding this?
All right, I want to say this. Firstly, my name is Absi Grama, and I need no introduction. A lot of people knows me as a man that speaks the truth all the time. So what is it that we're about to discuss this morning? After the Civil War, Nigeria is yet to get its place. And that is it. Because that is how I define it. Nigeria is yet to get its place after the Civil War. Let me tell you something. Corruption has been existing in Nigeria for long. It started at the time of Awolowo and the rest of them. But unfortunately, we do not know then. They were so smart, they were so intelligent that they covered it. The likes of Awolowo, they were preaching good messages to us, but there was corruption on the ground. So we never spotted it. And not only that, we never spotted it because Nigeria is good then. Things were working in Nigeria. Things are moving in Nigeria. So there's no how we can spot it. The reason why we're spotting corruption now is because things are not moving. Because people are hungry. Because people are dying every day. And you know one thing about these foolish leaders that you call your leaders? They don't even care. They don't blood. They don't give a damn. The fools have forgotten that one day they are going to hell. They are going to hell in the pit. They are going to, I call it pits. Because when they bury you, my brother, you're in the pits. I don't know how you take it. Including me, I'm going to go down the pits. So I call it the pit. This set of people have forgotten that one day they are going to be in the pits, and they're going to cover them in the pits, and nobody's going to be there with them. So that is what we get from Nigerian leaders, because they don't think of tomorrow. They don't think of tomorrow. That is the way we do things in this country now. You start to ask questions. Are we human beings? Now ask yourself, are your politicians, are they human beings? My problem is that these are set of people that go to church, that go to mosque. Every time they preach the word to them, but yet they don't know how to better the lives of Nigerians. Shame unto them. Shame unto our politicians.
The masses or the political class have not learned from the experience of the Civil War, or probably most of them never.
There is no how they can learn. Nigerians are not people that learn from their past mistakes. Listen, my brother, let me tell you something. Even go to any institution, go to anywhere in Nigeria. Nobody learned from his past mistakes in Nigeria. That is why you see an armed robber that was captured the first time. Maybe mistakenly they granted him pardon. He will still go and repeat a capture in the second time. I haven't seen an armed robber they tell you that this guy has been stealing. They have captured him more than 5 times. Because we don't believe. Nigerians are not people that think, okay, I made a mistake in the first time. Let me make amendments. No, we don't do that. So that same thing to our politicians. Our politicians
has even escalated, unlike before the Civil War. What led to the Civil War? It was only, of course, the Easterners or Igbos were killed in the north. But now, they are being killed everywhere, not just the Easterners.
but the problem.
Even the Northerners are killed in their own homes.
Okay,
The Yorubas are killed in their own homes.
let me ask you.
Their own farmlands have been taken over.
Let me ask you.
The Middle Belts, and actually even the South.
Nobody cares about the poor in this country. Let me tell you, if the rich man, 20 rich men is killed overnight, hey, bros, this country will come back. This country will burn. It is because the people affected are the poor masses. But just imagine the likes of Dangote, the likes of all of them, they are killed. And then you know we have Nigeria. You will know we have governments. That's the truth. You will know we have governments. But because the rich are not affected, what's the fucking business of the government? So they don't care because it's the poor masses. And besides that, the rich have a way of thinking. Anything that does the poor masses, the riches are not always affected because they don't regard poor masses as anything. And that's the truth. And that is what naturally I as a person,
The economy, the insecurities are
they don't regard the poor masses. That's the truth. See, let me tell you something. If you want sell bag of rice, 200,000, a rich man will afford it. That's the truth. If you want sell bag of rice, 200,000, a rich man will afford it. The only people that will cry is a poor man. So, do you think the rich man cries? All the rich man will do is to increase prices of his own goods and commodities. So it's not affecting them. The people that is affected is a common man. So that's why I'm telling you, this country, I've been shouting it and saying it, but I'm not going to be saying it again. I'm tired of saying it. I've told them let's go on national protests to kick Tinubu out of the government. But none of them, Nigerians refuse to listen to me. Nigerians refuse to listen to that advice. Okay, fine. Then
out of office without address
it will go. It will, for the first time in life, for the first time in Nigeria, we are kicking up a president.
What are the things that led to the Civil War? Marginalization, imbalance in the system, of course, unequal distribution of our commonwealth. People, some are preferred over others, some are treated as fourth-class citizens.
Okay, let me tell you.
So
What?
have we kicking Tinubu out and address this mirrors of problem?
Okay, let me tell you. What led to the Civil War? What we are facing now is times 2 of what led to the Civil War, if you don't know. Times 2 of what led to the Civil War. Because during the Civil War, there was no kidnap that time, no tough robbery like the kind of robbery we have now. So, no rituals, much rituals then. So, I'm trying to tell you that what we are facing now is more than what led to the Civil War then. So, we are facing times 2. And that is the reason why someone like me have been clamoring that we should chase Tinubu out there. But Nigerians prefer to say, okay, don't worry, let's watch him after 4 years. You really allow 4 years. Shame.
Don't you think that Nigeria is not designed to be together? That's why, of course, they have not learned from the Civil War.
See.
And that's why we continue to be poor. And
Okay.
the country is poor, the citizens are poor.
Okay, boss. If you look at this, I'm an Igbo man. Yes, an Igbo man will tell you that the country is not designed to be one. Yes, they're right. But we are one already. We can't do anything about it. Now, for the fact that we are one, how do we make it work? That's what I'm saying. You guys are not getting. The Biafrans are saying they want Biafra. You can't get it with Britain and America sitting there. You cannot. I've come to assess all those things. I look at it. Britain and America are the biggest headache of Biafrans. I swear to God Almighty, they are the biggest headache of Biafrans. The two bad people that is opposing Biafra freedom is Britain and America, and I'm saying it confidently. And these people are sitting there, and these people are not dead, and that's why they can approve Biafra. So that is why sometimes I used to agitate for Biafra before, but when I look around, I've come to learn, and I step slow. I step down a little bit in my agitation, because once Britain and America is existing, there can be Biafra. And I will tell you why. Because
Britain and Americans make you a lesser woman.
let me tell you, wait. They make listen, wait. Excuse me. I want to tell you something. Good. Good. Go and ask Hamas. Does Israel make them? Yes. Israel made them. Today they have leveled them. So what are you saying? Then America, listen, America's Britain, they are in power. Listen to me.
Hamas, they are not fighting legitimate cause.
That's what I'm saying. Now listen, in these cases,
They are terrorists.
in this case, who colonized you? The British. They
It's not a
colonized.
matter of colonization.
Wait, they colonized. But they discovered that the Igbo people are more sensible than them. So there's no way they can come with us. Okay, look at it. How stupid these British are. How stupid and crazy they are. Look at it this way. Now, look at what happened though. Christians, majority of Igbos are Christians. When it comes to aspect of parleying with people, they went to parley with North that are Muslims. Religion is a scam, I keep saying it. They went to parley with North that is a Muslim. Christians parley with North that is a Muslim. Leaving a Christian like himself alone. What does that explain to you? Religion is a scam. Now what I will say, instead of you to parley with your fellow Christians, you did not do that. You went to parley with Muslims. The both of you have separate, I tell you, different everything when it comes to religion. You went to parley with them. Now leaving your brother that you're supposed to parley with. Now what does it explain to you? Now,
religion or Christian or Muslim, no region of this country have enjoyed peace. No region of this country have enjoyed economic development. Of course, and even lives. We all suffer it. Food. We are suffering.
okay, boss, let me annoy you a little bit. Do you know these politicians are one? Now look at Labour Party. I'll stop following all this P2B and they are all the one. Please spare me all those rubbish. Now listen, Labour Party, they were there when they disputed something. When Tinubu government gave them one big car. None of Labour Party supporters or those members there could say, senators could say no, we don't want. Why did they say no? You're all the same. You're all thieves. Okay, you did not say no. You collected the one. And tomorrow you expect me to believe that Labour Party, they are all the same. P2B and all of them, they are the same. So I want to give up on Nigerian politics. I don't see any good man in Nigeria. P2B will even be worse than Tinubu because he's stingy. So I don't see life. Me, naturally, I'm a philanthropist. I expect to see a philanthropist, somebody who has a giving hand. P2B, so how does he want to run his government? What is this thing that we are just shouting and saying P2B is going to do it? He can do it economically, but okay, fine. He cannot be balanced. We need somebody who has a free hand, not somebody who's restricted hand. Come on, telling me you wore one shoe for the past 13 years. What's my fucking business about that? See, now as I'm talking to you, I'm giving up on all politicians in Nigeria, including P2B. Before I used to support, P2B is going to do it. Forget it, they are the same thing. Why we are talking this way is because P2B was not given the opportunity to become the president. He would have done what? Because after all, he said he's going to remove subsidy. What was he thinking when he said that statement? They are all thieves. What was P2B thinking when he said he's going to remove subsidy? Is it not the subsidy he said he's going to remove that Tinubu removed? That did this, okay, well, excuse me, what does he want to perform differently that Tinubu has? So it's the same thing. Well, what kind of approach does he want to have? You told me that if you come in fact, it was in that time interview that I fought up P2B. I expected to say I'm not going to remove subsidy, but I'm going to use my discretion to put this country into normal position. But he said you are going to remove subsidy. Are you mad? All of you, are you all mad? Then the subsidy, is it paying Nigeria today? We are borrowing times 4 of what we were borrowing before. So what kind of country is this? Okay, if P2B entered there now, you know what the Nigerians will say? They'll say give him time. Buhari has spoiled that place. Until it's 4 years, nothing. They will say it's still going to continue. So they are all thieves. I don't see anybody that's different from each other. They are all thieves. Both P2B and all of them. I said at this point in time, I said I'm not going to be supporting any party in Nigeria again. I am done with every stupid party in Nigeria because they are the same. They don't have good thinking for common man. You will see P2B laughing. You will see P2B laughing that way. You think he's a good man. The way forward is until when we get a good man in this country. I don't know when we're going to get the good man. That's why I said, listen, let me tell you something. In as long as all political parties in Nigeria, in as long as they exist, any man coming through any political party in Nigeria, except I don't see this Nigeria becoming great. It is true that somebody's not supposed to wish his country bad, but I don't see it coming because these same old fools will be recycling to become Nigerian presidents. These fools will be. So who's going to fix it? Who's going to make it? Unless we all break up one day. Unless Nigeria break up one day. Unless something happens. Unless a war happens. Then we break up. Then everybody goes their way. Because the way Nigeria is going. I am seeing another possibility. Yes. Because it will go to a particular level. The Igbos will not tolerate it again. And we're going to carry arms. We're going to carry arms. And I'm going to carry arms myself. That's the truth. And this rubbish has to stop. For this so-called stupid, sick Nigeria. We have to stop this rubbish. That's what I see coming. Because we're not one. But we are forced to live together. So in a situation whereby we can never live together, we use something to destroy it. We use war. The luck that these people have, I keep saying it. The luck you people have is that if I'm too financially buoyant, I would have raised boys and less cause problem in this country. Because after all, if we want the progress and success of your country, then you should pray seriously for that country. But if you don't want it, then you destroy it with war. One out of the two. So since Nigeria doesn't want the success of its country, let's destroy it with war. That's what I see. Each time when they talk about war, somebody will sit at the corner and say, have you seen war? Shut up. Nigeria is boiling. Are we not fighting it? Are we not in war already? Are we not in war? I'm asking you idiots. You are sitting there watching me. Are we not in war? No, this thing is annoying because some people will criticize and criticize. That's what they don't have to do. But yet, they are dying. No, I'm talking about some people that are watching me that could say, what is this man saying? Because we are in war already. We are in war against federal government of Nigeria.
We are in war in all fronts.
Yes.
Health, in terms of
everything.
In terms of economy. So
Look at what Tinubu is telling you. Cool down, I will still do it. Oloribu, sorry, Tinubu, Oloribu, he cannot even fix this your country. And your mom, your Bible, where is the Wole Shenka? All of you are just watching. Let's sorrow. Tinubu, what if all Benija? Shoyinka, where are you, Wole Shoyinka? Donny Jonathan, you are speaking too much English. And you about there. Now speak English. Let me see again. You cannot speak English again. All this your English I want to know. You were speaking it during Jonathan time because what is an Igbo man. Now, Tinubu, you cannot speak that same your English that you have been speaking. I have great respect for you, but I have a lot of respect for you because you behave like a coward. I have great respect for you, but you have lost it. All the big English you were speaking during the time when Jonathan was there, you couldn't even speak one now. Speak one, let's see. Tinubu is there. They have shut your mouth up with money. After all, how much do you have? Hello,
After May 29 this year, he will now assess Tinubu's performance.
Who will assess Tinubu's performance? He's stupid. So he cannot assess Tinubu's performance now. All these things that Nigerians are crying, shouting, anything. He cannot. It's after this thing, he will assess. Then he will come out and this. See, let me tell you the assessment. This is going to be your assessment. Well, Tinubu is trying. Let's give him more time. That's the language. Stupid people. All of you say Tinubu is trying. Let's give him God will punish him because I don't understand what you mean. Tinubu. Okay, imagine the split of it that is there now, and this thing is happening. Would all of you go on national protest? Would Nigeria be on fire? And you know, nobody is doing that now.
Thank you so much, MC Gama, for your wonderful submissions. And the endless rhetoric remains as it fans. Is Nigeria heading to the cliff? Are we at the verge of total collapse? Would there be any remedy, of course, or panacea to this mirrors of problem bedeviling us as a country? What is the paladon that will cure this headache? And across all fronts, Nigerians are battling, of course, several degrees of pains and agony, and that is quite unfortunate, honestly. Yes, okay, you said, please, who is the Lazarus? Can you please? Okay, yes, I will do that at the post. Lazarus is dead. Lazarus is one of the analysts who features in here occasionally. That is hails from Ebonyi State. Lazarus Igwe. He fell down and sustained some degrees of bleeding. And unfortunately, could not be discovered early. Our people ignored him. You know how Nigeria behaves, and there are no institution, of course, in place to have taken care of him. Even though, quite unfortunate, let me just end there, but that is the sad news we received this morning. It's quite unfortunate, but then if Nigeria has been working, such issues would have been taken care of. And I see people are suffering. Sometimes you can't imagine you might go home empty stomach. Lazarus is dead.
Oh, it's very, 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 very pity. We lost a friend, one of our friends. No matter his vision, oh God, may he so rest in perfect peace because he's my friend. I saw him a day before he left.
Yes, he was here on Saturday, right?
Imagine. And I heard that it was vomiting blood, which is very bad. No matter the situation, may he so rest in perfect peace because we all must go on the best, not in that situation.
Not in that situation. 54 years after the Nigerian Biafran civil war, things has not changed. Hunger, pain, agony, suffering.
See, that is the reality of the world. The world is a language of that statement that you just made. Except you come closer to Jesus Christ of Nazareth, you will see the reality of change. Without that, no change.
So why is it that Nigerians politicians have not learned lesson from that, are not committed to the welfare and well-being of Nigerians?
Let me tell you one thing. See, when Nigeria was enduring, let's be frank, Nigeria was not like this before. Let us be frankly speaking.
What suddenly changed?
The civilian came. 1999 to this date, things have changed dramatically.
Change for better or for worse?
Wicked war star.
Okay.
When Fela sing, Fela no
We-
sing when civilian dey do.
Wicked Worcester.
Wicked Worcester. The civilian, they are the demonic that the Nigeria have. They don't care about you and I. Don't you see how they are allocating money for their pockets?
They are stealing money.
Somebody will say you want
Billions.
to renovate office, billions. What about the masses, the citizen? Where is our own welfare? Zero. Struggle on your own. Will you struggle to die?
Of course, some do.
Just
Just like Lazarus.
imagine,
He was telling me, I told him, well, I let me see what I can do.
that was 3-4 days ago.
Yes, yes.
And now, what can you do? You do nothing. So Nigeria is anybody when you fall down for it. Because only God can set me and you free. The government cannot set me and you free. They can bring story because they are always story. Every day now the same thing. Suffer for what? Joy for heaven. How will you go to heaven? How did you know that you are going to heaven? That's what I told you earlier. You must belong to Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Without that, you can't live.
Now, these issues that led to civil war has increased. People are dying, not just the Igbos, the outside, the Yorubas.
See,
Communities are being murdered.
Nigeria
People are
generality.
hungry.
See,
What is the way forward?
see,
People promise us
the
about
only,
go and come.
the only thing that I know which will bring the language down is they should open the border. How can we be selling food million and we don't have farm, we don't have anything? People around and drive all the way from our way and you are still locking the border. Where is the reason? When the last government was there, the Jonathan government, the border was open. What happened? Nigeria was leaving.
It doesn't make sense.
Okay, what is the meaning of it? It's a senseless ideology.
But customs now, custom officers are the one importing rice,
They're
selling it at high
they're making reckless money because the government on top give the authority. That's authority stealing. They are stealing with authority.
It's quite unfortunate.
Wicked unfortunate.
Thank you so much, MC Grandma, for
See,
Oluwawan for a
yes,
wonderful
we
submission.
are the citizens, but we are not the citizens because we are hungry.
We are hungry in your own country.
In your own country, the giant, the so-called
No
giant of
social
Africa,
security for
when
the
the whole
masses.
deposited God from heaven, deposited the whole mineral resources in this country to live.
Do you think there could be a possible war, civil war again with what is happening?
I don't think so. It's not realistic, and it's not compulsory, and it's not necessary.
It's not necessary.
It's not necessary because it's
So
going
it
to throw us
becomes
back.
inevitable when
It's going to bring us
issues of
back
concerns are
to
not
the
addressed.
forest.
Thank you so much, Oluwawan, for a wonderful service. So, yes, let's see what you've heard it from Oluwawan, expressing his candid opinions regarding these issues. Good morning, sir. You're welcome. Just 3 minutes. Yes, sir. We just have just one light. This is to enable the YouTube algorithm to push this video so that more people will be able to access it. Thank you so much once again. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
54 years after independence, after the Civil War, Nigeria have not learned lesson. Things are getting worse, and kind of unfortunately, what is the solution?
Yeah, good morning. Thank you for having me. Nigeria does not have national ideology. So you keep on saying the same thing and having the same result yearly. So I think that Nigeria is a nation. Those things you are talking about would have been in place. But you British government amalgamated 3 different nations and forced them to be one. And also, before they left, they also created that hatred among them. Before they left, they created it. They made it to know that these ones are Yorubas. They made us to know that these ones are Igbos. They made us to know that these ones are Hausas. And they did it in a way that these people will control leadership. These ones will control economy, and these ones may be servants. So, in a nation, we don't do that. What called a nation is a group of people that come together. One language, one culture, one religion, and the one agree one thing. One vision. No vision. We don't have one vision in Nigeria. So how can it work that way? And we pray that it will work. But
Now, how can it work? That is the issue. Not just praying, not just wishing.
yes,
Because if wishes were ours, even
beggars might try it.
the beggars will ride on them. But then, 54 years, things that led to the Civil War have worse. People are dying not just in the east, across the Benel, Middle Belt, the north, core north, even the west are not left.
In a situation like this, there is always a solution. It will not be permanent. It's only when the people themselves realize there is an error somewhere. When they realize there is an error somewhere, then those things begin to take place.
Whether from here, from the constitution, or from the leaders, supposed leaders, or what exactly, or from the people?
You know, the major cause of Nigerian Civil War was when Ojukwu was agitating for confederation, the one you call restructuring today. The one you call restructuring today. And Nigerian Civil War happened because of that restructuring you are agitating for today. So, it is quite unfortunate. It is quite unfortunate that my fellow brothers in the West here are agitating for restructuring that would have taken place more than 40 years ago. Without war, peacefully, it would have just happened.
And everybody will be better for it. Now,
Yeah, that would have been when we have a weaker federal and a stronger state. Let every region control their resources. That is when everything will begin to work. You know that whatever thing you generate in your region, you use it to develop your region. Everything will work. But they are crying and shouting and agitating for what would have come freely without war. Of course, it's not even outside that say no. In as much as they presented go on. It is Yorubas. I remember Bofumi Awolowo came up and said that this is what they agree in Abuli will not stand.
can we not say this Awolowo, is it a cost to Nigeria or a blessing? Because it's the most controversial in terms of issues that would have benefited
What Nigeria is suffering today, even the Awolowo, in as much as he's well magnified and glorified in Western world because he gave them free education here, but he contributed immensely to what is happening in Nigeria today because he refused confederation. Then he refused regional government,
which is the best.
he rejected it. Would have been a solution, and Yorubas are shouting and agitating for it today. Which Awolowo, their forefather, said no to that. And that is what Yorubas are suffering today. Yorubas are suffering from it, and every region is suffering from it.
Exactly. Every region is.
So, and even while we have the strongest region and the weaker federal, then everything will function normal. What else can this we have been? It's true that they just opened Niger Bridge the other day, but now it's not even the standard. Nobody would have asked federal government to come for that. It would have just done by the region. So, and likewise, the other region, the north, they have mineral resources. When they mine the mineral resources, they can use it to develop their region. And the west here, they have commerce and other things. They will use it to develop their region. They have cocoa, they have other mineral resources. So that would have been a solution. And up till now, I used to say this, and let me repeat it again. Other countries of the world, we come up. We have football tournament now. African Cup of Nations is going on. I saw some my African brothers, when they want to sing national anthems, they will be shedding tears. They will be crying. Tears will be coming from their eyes. What does it mean? I can die for this country. I will give my best to my country. But here in Nigeria, reverse is the case.
Who are you dying for? Are you dying for a Northerner? Is Igbo man dying for a Northerner? Or a Northerner dying for a Yoruba man? It doesn't happen here. That's why I say we don't have national ideology. And that is a very big issue. That is what's holding Nigeria today. Until they realize their mistakes. That the fighting of Nigeria's civil war was, I use it, futility. They fought for nothing and killed up to 5 million Nigerians for nothing. What would have been a solution to the nation?
Was rejected.
Was it and killed so many people?
Blatantly, ignorantly and stupidly by the supposed leaders. And today, the same nagging issues are staring at us. And they across not just the east, but the west, the north, the south, and the middle belts.
So that's why I use the word futility. It was futile. They fought for nothing. Empty. They kill people for nothing. At the end, they say no victor, no vanquish. Who is fighting who? Somebody is asking for regional government. Who would have solved the problem once and for all? And you say no. Or maybe Parliament they discover Oyibo. See, in that region, oil alone wouldn't have been a source of income and revenue.
Of course, it wasn't when we are still in regional.
So there, in that region, they still have other mineral resources. They have coal, they have PK, palm oil, they have other minerals. In fact, they are industrials.
They have the brand.
They are industrials. Nigeria, at this time, Nigeria would have been exporting vehicles, other commodities. Because I even noticed at Nnewi today, they are producing car and government refused to endorse it. Very sad. Very sad. And you told me that the nation, no national ideology, they would have supported our brother. It's our brother. Whether you're from the north or east, it's our brother. Why not endorse it? So Nigeria will begin to export at least African nations. That would have helped us to generate income from another means outside oil.
Instead of resorting to borrowing upon borrowing today. Will Nigeria survive this calamity?
Nigeria, as I say, unless they correct, there's correction they're supposed to make. After Nigeria civil war, I learned that some people manufactured weapons, the one they named Owunigwe, with the local materials they have. They did not import it from Russia. They did not import it from Israel. They did not import it from America. It was manufactured in their place, Igbo land. Weapon that can kill number of people at the same time. And they generated it there and they use it to fight Nigeria civil war. And immediately after the war, I expected Nigeria government to capture those people. I said, okay, since you have this talent,
The technical know-how.
since you have this talent, oh yeah, come and showcase it. We're going to finance it. We're going to train you. We're going to sponsor it. Nigeria will be producing ammunition and supplying to other nations as well. That's how Russia started. That's how Israel started there. How all the world powers, nobody does it alone. Government must be involved.
They didn't kill the talent,
They killed all the talent.
but unfortunately for Nigeria, the reverse is the case.
Here in Nigeria, they kill all the talent.
Talents have been killed and destroyed. I mean, people are being frustrated, and
So-
people who are calling for Biafra restoration to do the one nation, don't you think they are justified? Because Nigeria seems not to be working and ready, of course, to make the desired change.
Of course, there is not originally there was nothing like Biafra agitation or Duduwa Republic or this thing. It was when they failed to fulfill what they agreed in Abuli, Ghana. When they said that there will be regional government, that was agreement between Gowon and other elites. The elites agreed on that. When they came back here, like the reverse became the case. That was when the agitation came. I want to go. Biafra came up. Oduduwa Republic. So there wouldn't have been anything like that. Biafra, the word Biafra wouldn't have existed, come out at all. If they agreed, implemented the accord, the Abuli Accord. So there wouldn't have been any agitation of any type, of any kind. So that would have solved the problem once and for all. Up to now, I'm still saying, until Nigeria go back to that regional government. So if you fail to do that, the agitation will not stop. Thank you.
Thank you so much for wonderful solutions. God bless you.
Thank you.
Yes, let's say fans on this note, we wrap it up for today's political rumbles. Let's know what is your, of course, reaction via the comment sections. Thank you so much. Okay, love, thank you for being there for us. Yes, okay. Fabian Wadike, good morning. And of course, Umaru or Alhaji Umaru, good morning so much. Thank you for your participation here. Yes, it's imperative some of the commentators, okay, are regulated and be guided rather than being unnecessarily okay. Okay, I've heard you. Thank you so much. Yes, I think you are in the right point. Well, we will try our best to get them, of course, informed of this necessary issues that must be taken into cognizance. The rights of people should be upheld and respected, and the people's opinion as well should be respected. Thank you so much. On this note, we wrap it up in today's political rumbles here in Call Wave TV. Remember, what do you think would be the way forward for Nigeria? It seems we are wallowing in deep disillusion, and everybody seems to be denying the realities where things are getting out of place. More destructions, more pains, the gap is being widened, and some are living in denial. But the reality is staring at us. Insecurity is rocking the entire country. People's lives are being lost on a daily basis. The farmers could no longer go to their farms. I mean, people are dying of hunger and other related diseases. No medical attention, no medical care. Some communities has no access to water, let alone potable waters. And the electricity, I mean, everything is moribund. Can we continue like this? How long? And when will the solutions, when will the Messiah come? When will we get, of course, to fix this thing, begin to fix them? Should we continue to wait endlessly while a disaster looms? Unfortunately, these disasters are staring at us. There is no relative peace, I mean, across the nations, regions of this country. And can a nation survive such? Well, only time will answer most of these endless rhetorics. Until come your way in subsequent edition. Remain blessed and kindly hit the like buttons. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so, and we appreciate that. Remain blessed until come your way in subsequent edition. Bye.